Hey everybody, welcome back to 3Cog. So today we're going to talk about YouTube's monetization policy and the way that they arbitrarily enforce it without any real consistency. And pretty much all my videos that get demonetized are not actually in violation of their policy. So they don't, in my opinion, correctly enforce it. They certainly don't maintain a standard. So, yep, made some changes. New camera, obviously the Blue Yeti microphone. So give me feedback on how this video looks, how it sounds, all that kind of stuff. Obviously putting in some time and effort here to improve the production quality. I have a whole computer now, video editing, all that kind of stuff. Not that this video is going to need editing. All right, so YouTube's policy for monetization on guns. So there's the guide to self-certification, which is a process we go through as YouTube creators of saying whether or not we believe our videos should be able to be monetized. I don't know how much of an impact the self-certification actually has. Like, you can turn off your own monetization with the self-certification, but I have multiple times put that it qualified for monetization, and then the automatic system check that it runs, however, deems that it's not eligible for monetization. So I don't think it does anything other than potentially turn off your monetization. All right, so it clearly says this is for ad guidance, and it says you can turn on ads for this content. So this is what's supposed to be allowed. Non- or semi-automatic and unmodified guns shown in a safe environment, like a shooting range or a clear open area, so as to not endanger bystanders or property owned by others. Firearm and paintball gun assembly and disassembly for the purpose of repair or maintenance. Responsible use of airsoft or ball bullet BB guns. Some examples of content that also fall into this category. Discussions on gun legislation or the issue of gun control. Gun reviews and demonstrations. Content featuring optical scopes and silencers. Prop guns when not used to harm a person or property. Shout out to what's his nuts with the whole unloaded prop gun. And then it defines a safe environment refers to locations like shooting ranges or enclosed areas that are purposely built for target practice. Modification refer to anything that interferes, enhances, or changes the internal function of the product, as well as hair triggers, bump stocks, explosive incendiary ammunition, or other attachments such as thermal or infrared sights or large capacity magazines. A prop gun is non-functioning firearm by design. This definition includes guns designed to only fire blanks. So all that's what you're allowed to monetize. So I have several videos that are demonetized where I'm talking about pending gun legislation, stuff that was coming down the pipes, and they were demonetized because of my opinion. It clearly says discussion on gun legislation or the issue of gun control. For a lot of my opinion pieces and where I'm just talking about pending laws, it's literally just a conversation on it. But whoever reviews my video doesn't like the fact that, that I'm pro-gun, pro-freedom, pro-rights. And so then they just demonetize it anyway, which is unfortunate for me from a real-world money perspective. My videos talking about pending gun laws are some of my better videos as far as viewership goes. A lot of people use YouTube to learn about pending legislation, and I'll continue to make those videos because I think getting the word out there is important. So I'll make the videos even if they don't get monetized, because having the discussion I think is very important. So my last video that I posted, it's super convenient having my computer right here. So my last video, so I explained rifle barrel length laws, and I ranted about the fact that I have to weld on a muzzle device. So that was demonetized, and now I've requested a manual review, and in the description of the video, I put a message to the person reviewing it, like, hey, even if you don't like guns, like, enforce your policy correctly. And then I copied the entire policy and put that on in the subject of the video, the description, as a reminder to them, like, hey, you have a policy. I'm complying with the policy. Like, that video is literally me talking about how I conform to a law that I don't agree with, but I acknowledge the fact that it's a law, and I don't want, you know, stuff to happen to my dogs and whatnot, so I follow the laws. But instantly demonetized. You know, below that, my budget home defense AR setup, where I talk about my 10-inch AR. Nothing in that video violates YouTube's policy, but it was instantly demonetized, and then I appealed it, and it remained demonetized. And it really seems to come down to, like, who looks at the video and if they're cool or not. I mean, that's the reality. Like, my video on the Holosun AEMS, initial thoughts, that's demonetized. My everyday carry setup of my Smith & Wesson M&P9 2.0 core, that one's demonetized. But the video below it of showing how to assemble and disassemble the exact same firearm is monetized. So it really just seems to come down to who looks at the video. And it's annoying. I wish they were consistent in their application. Like, they have their rules. YouTube is a private company. I just wish they would enforce their rules consistently. And, you know, I'm a little channel. I've got, you know, 15 and change subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it. But once you're a big channel, I think once you hit 100,000, then you actually have, like, a representative at YouTube who handles all of your stuff. So the really big channels have somebody to talk to. But little channels like mine, when we're just trying to get stuff going, we don't have anybody to talk to. There's no way to talk to somebody at YouTube about this stuff. So those are some of the videos that I have that are demonetized for various made-up issues, right? So everything I read, that's you're allowed to turn on ads for that. So I do, then they're demonetized. I have to request a human review, and about 50% of the time they're monetized, and 50% of the time they remain demonetized. It's extremely inconsistent. So then they talk about you can turn on ads, but only brands who opt in will run ads. So this falls into the partially monetized, the yellow $sign on YouTube. And what that is use of guns outside of a controlled environment, use of airsoft or BB guns against others without protective gear. Some examples of content that falls into this category: showing guns being used in unprepared or uncontrolled environments, on public street, outside of a home, or anywhere bystanders or other people's property are put at risk. So that's the like the yellow category. None of my videos fall into that category. You know, I'm a firearm safety instructor. This is what I do. I've trained tens of thousands of people on the safe handling of firearms. And so if I'm demonstrating something inside my house, I'm definitely being safe with what I'm doing. And I'm on private property. It's my house. But that's yellow. And then you have to turn off ads for content that shows creation or modification. And then it says including assembly or disassembly. But it clearly said in the allowed to have ads on that showing assembly or disassembly for the purpose of repair or maintenance is allowed. So what they're really talking about and what they don't want videos of is bump stocks, forced reset triggers, all that kind of stuff. And while I disagree with their policy, it's their company, it's their policy. Got it. None of my stuff has any of that. So some examples. All right, so hang on. So promoting a gun maker or seller or facilitates the sale of a gun. So I can't show a gun in a channel or in a video and then say, hey, I'm trying to sell this. Got it? It's their company. They can have that policy. Content showing guns modified with bump stocks, hair triggers, thermal, night vision, or infrared sights. I don't know what the issue is with thermals. Now, the problem with that is a lot of people who do like hog hunting videos are using thermal or infrared sights, so they can't they can't show that. And then, or using thermal, explosive, or incendiary ammunition. Don't understand their problem with that, but whatever. And then content featuring large capacity magazines, 30 rounds or more, attached or separate from a gun. Content featuring fully automatic guns or guns modified to fire more than one round in a single trigger pull. Well, that means that any video of like military people shooting machine guns should not be monetized. But the disparity in monetization here is if you go to any of the pro gun control videos where they show footage of bump stocks being fired, forced reset triggers, of machine guns and all this stuff, their videos are monetized because they're pushing the agenda that apparently some people at YouTube support. So again, it's an inconsistent application, which is frustrating. It talks about the 30 round magazine thing. So that's frustrating, right? Because 30 round mags for ARs and AKs and stuff like that, that's the standard, you know. So I modified some of mine internally. You can't tell. Let me find one. So like this one is modified and it's got the extension on it for being able to pull out of mag pouches and everything like that. But it's got a piece on the inside which blocks it at about 28 rounds. So I'm playing by their silly rules. Like it's ridiculous, but I will follow their rules because it's their platform. So yeah, so that all falls into like cannot show. And then again, this is where it just completely disagrees with itself. So some examples of content that falls into the category of you should turn off ads for, right? Guides as to how to add bump stocks to firearms. Recommendations of top gun manufacturers or firms from which to purchase firearms. Example, 15 best gun shops. Referring users directly to a site facilitating gun sales. Promotion of the sale of a firearm or component, including but not limited to everything. Firearm parts, 80%, ammo, ammunition clips. I think they mean magazines. Silencers. So you can do as per the, you can turn content or ads on. Where is it? Content featuring optical scopes and silencers. So you can talk about a suppressor, but don't you dare share a link for where they can pick one up. And for those that don't know, that's the way a lot of YouTubers make money, is through the affiliate links. So I'm an affiliate for a bunch of gun companies, and I'm an affiliate with Amazon and stuff like that. And again, got it, their rules, so you know, follow them. Let's see, ammunition belts. I assume they mean belted ammo, but not necessarily belts that hold it. Stocks, conversion kits, gun grips, scopes, sights. So you can't show, or you can't link people to that stuff, which is like I said, it's annoying because that's how we make money off of this. We don't make a lot of money off of YouTube. We make money off of people using our links. So in all my videos, if you use any of the links, I really do appreciate it. And it allows me to do things like buy this microphone and buy, you know, stuff to improve the quality of my videos. And like this webcam. And then other stuff that you're supposed to turn off ads for, videos that promote content for gun stores, videos which promote manufacturers or discount codes for gun stores, videos containing firearm making instructions, and they talk about 3D printing as well, and then assembly and disassembly of a firearm for the purpose of modification. So it's annoying. It's extremely hard to play by their rules when they don't apply them consistently. And I'm trying. Like I'm trying to play by their rules. And you know, the fact that they defer to gun control groups and don't demonetize their videos and don't ban their content, but those of us on the pro freedom, pro individual liberties side, we wind up, you know, suffering, not massively or anything like that, but we wind up suffering because somebody there is pushing their agenda as opposed to just going by the rules. So that's it. I just wanted to do a quick video talking about YouTube's monetization policy, how it works, all that. Hopefully explain some stuff to you. The video was a little bit longer than I expected. Expect some more vlog type videos like this. Obviously I have the gear now. And then I'm learning, like, trust me, computers are not my forte. I'm learning, and I'll continue to improve the videos, and eventually I'll do overlays of showing you what I'm looking at on the screen and stuff like that. But yeah, so as always, please consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it. Push the like button, push the dislike button. I'm not going to remove the dislike button like some people do. And let me know what you think. And for any other creators out there, you know, what have your experiences been on this? Let me know. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on 3cog.